I'm rebuilding a set of Vargas turbos. I'm going to show you something they messed up, and it's really important to know this information. You have to look really closely at the pad design. It's opposite. These are reverse bearings. These are not supposed to go with a forward rotation compressor wheel. The way that this actually sits is it sits in the bearing housing like this. So you have to think this compressor wheel will be like right there on top. These ramps, see, there's your low point and that's your high point. So the oil's supposed to go up and over as it's spinning in this rotation. And the way this is set up, instead of going up the ramp, it's going down the ramp, and then it's just hitting a low point there where the oil can't go over the next ramp properly. So you can see how this started to wear on the corner, on the edges of it like that. It shouldn't do that. So I guess all of them are like that. Now, I'm going to explain the reason why they did this is because the normal TD04 bearing has the hole on this side. The reverse bearing and the TD03 bearing has the hole on the left side here. They have to match the bearing housing, so this will not mount in there because the hole's on the opposite side. But this is the bearing we need because it's got the proper ramps on there. This goes directly in there, but it's a reverse bearing. This is also an issue with the VIVs, the VIV turbo. Originally, the VIV turbos had the pin on the right side, which you could use a normal TD04 bearing for that. On their later versions, either 3 or 4, they switched the pin back to the left and then changed to a different bearing that matches it, that has holes on the left and the right, so they could use a bearing with either version. That became an issue because we were selling rebuild kits with it with the hole on the right, and then now we don't know which version the customer has, so we have to put holes on both sides of the bearing, and it just caused another frustration because now I have to drill all my bearings. So it's like I need to create the exact replica of the VIV bearing, but instead of doing the powder bearing like they did, do the copper bar, machine from copper bar bearing, and then make the proper size oil holes inside the middle of it, because it looked to me like the VIV bearings have too small of oil holes there. So there is a way to measure that too. You can use a tool to clean out welding guns, a MIG welder, and you could stick those in there, measure it, and the cylinder will go directly in there. You can try that. I haven't tried that, but I think that would work. For now, because this is what I have, I'm going to take this bearing. I made this special tool. I've been using this for quite a while. I mount that bearing on here, rotate it, and then drill the hole in the opposite direction. So what I'll do is I'll take these two, put them on here so it's centered up, and then we want to miss that oil hole just to the edge, and then I rotate it a little bit. And then I'll mark it, I'll take it off, see if I'm happy with it where I'm going to drill, and I'll put it in that location. I want to make sure that the oil hole still lines up properly, so we don't want to move too far, but we don't want to drill into that oil location, because if we do, then we're going to have an oil pressure loss. If you pay attention to the oil holes, if you line them up, it's kind of close, but I wouldn't quite go that far, so I just backed it off a little bit. And then this is where I want to drill. If I moved them to line them up, the hole would be a little bit farther down. You could see the edge of where I marked the old one. So I'm going to try to drill it there. Just give me plenty of space between that oil area and where the hole is going to be drilled, because it's going to get drilled a little bit bigger than this black spot. So I just want to be prepared for that. This is how I do it. Super dangerous, wouldn't recommend it. Now I just use my trim tool to trim this hole right here. It might be a little hard for me to do this on camera. You gotta do the back side. Then we gotta clean it out real good with these dental brushes. So this is what it looks like. And that's one fit in. I'll fit this one in there. It fits pretty good. It seems like it's pretty lined up. One thing I always check, you could do it this way. You could just mark with the marker on the back side. Make sure that your oil hole is going to line up, which we know it's to the right of that, and then it runs across, so should be pretty close. Most likely the oil hole is going to be right there in the center rather than on that pocket, which will be fine. This takes Hexon bearings, and what's interesting about that is some of the Vives also are taking the Hexon bearings, but then the first Vive versions use TD04 journal bearings, which I would prefer to have that, and the TD04 seals. This Vargas turbo is using Hexon bearings, which have the outer dimensions of the TD03. I'd rather have the TD04, but this is what this consists of. Rear seals are front seals are TD04, collar and spacer are TD04. All the seals, like the seal for the outside for the compressor housing, that's TD03. The seal and seal plate, or the seal plate is TD04 to match the collar and spacer. The O-rings that go on the inside, that is TD03 and TD04 because they're all the same. The main thing that changes in this is when people start doing TD03 or TD04 bearings, but because this one is like the Hexon design and the Vive design, which I guess Hexon came out with it first, Vive must have copied it, Vargas must have copied it, or somebody copied each other there. Kind of what's going on with the bearings. So if you have the Vives, the only way to really tell is you got to take them apart to know if it's got TD04 bearings or these custom bearings that fit this custom shaft, because this shaft is not TD04 on this journal. It's a custom size. It's like 7mm. The TD04 bearings, you know, they're wider in diameter on the inside and outside diameter.